Hi, I'm Jeffrey Schmidt, and today we're going to be looking at the Harley Benton American Sound Pedal. Also known under a different brand, the same pedal is named the Joyo American Sound Pedal. So here is the pedal we're looking at today. It has 6 different knobs, 3 EQ knobs, a low, a mid, and a high. And then it has 3 knobs in the drive section, which are the level knob, the drive knob, and the voice knob. Now the voice knob is sort of an EQ type knob that also affects the amount of drive somewhat. So now that you've heard what this pedal can do in a mix, let's have a listen to what some of those guitar parts sound like soloed. So as you can tell, this pedal is a fairly low drive pedal. It is supposed to simulate a famous classic Fender amplifier. And given such, it does have somewhat of a Fender-y sound. It sounds somewhat mellow. The drive doesn't go very high. You can't get any crazy distortion. But it does give a sort of pleasant, soft, low gain amp type sound. Knowing what Fenders sound like, of course it doesn't sound exactly like a Fender either, but it is somewhat of a rough approximation of a Fender sound in a way. Now this pedal can be used for live concerts. If you don't want to bring an amp and you just want to plug straight into the mixer, you can plug your electric guitar into this pedal and then go from the output of the pedal straight into the mixing board. Or you can record at home using it in the same way. This is a fairly low-priced pedal. Last I looked, it was 30 euros here in Europe and about 45 US dollars over in the United States for the Joyo version of this pedal. And with the budget price comes with a somewhat budget sound. On the other hand, I do think that the value for money is definitely good. I got this pedal some time ago and I have used it a decent amount. At first I used it to make some direct recordings, and these days I still do use it sometimes for live shows. And so this pedal I think is useful for anybody that wants to record electric guitar at home silently or go direct during a concert and to play in a sort of soft rock or pop or indie type style. Now, just being honest here, I looked around, I was looking for a subject for my next video. I pulled out this pedal, and since it's a Harley Benton pedal, I first started trying to use my Harley Benton Telecaster kit, which I've also reviewed on this channel, through this pedal. And the combination of a cheap guitar with this cheap pedal, it just wasn't inspiring me, I'll be honest. Even though I have used that combination live with no problem. Especially, I often will bring cheaper gear to a gig, so that way I don't have to worry too much about people damaging or stealing my gear. So once again, I will admit that the combination of the budget guitar and this budget pedal was not super inspiring, and I was having trouble finding a riff that inspired me to write something for this video. So that's why, as you saw, I got out my Fender Pawn Shop 51, which is a made in Japan guitar. It's a pretty decent quality guitar. And there I started playing around and was able to find enough inspiration to write the material that you saw at the beginning of this video. And then secondly, for the lead part, I wanted a sort of different sound, and I pulled out my Guild Jet Star for the lead guitar on this video. So that's about all that I have to say about this pedal. Oh, I will note as well that I do have a similar, more expensive pedal that I have also reviewed on my channel. That is the SansAmp GT2 pedal. Now, the SansAmp GT2 pedal goes for about 200 euros over here in Europe. probably around 200 bucks or 250 bucks in the United States, I imagine. I would say that the GT2 sounds about maybe twice as good as this pedal, but it's about 6 or 7 times the price. In that way, I think that the GT2 is not as good about value as this pedal. On the other hand, it does, as I say, sound better, and it is important to be inspired. And as I just admitted to you, with a cheap guitar, my personal inspiration was a little bit lacking. But on the other hand, that was just one try. And if I only had a cheap guitar and I only had a cheap pedal, and that's the budget I had to work with, let me tell you, I would be using it and I wouldn't be complaining. I really do think that you're getting good value for money in both cases with the Harley Benton pedal and the Harley Benton guitar. Very finicky sound people like myself and maybe some of you will certainly hear the differences, but the majority of people, I can tell you, at a local concert or the majority of your average viewers on YouTube will certainly not hear too much of a difference. And if you have a low budget, it's a perfect way to get started with your silent home recordings or with your local concerts. All right, I think I've gone on enough about this pedal. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Thank you very much. Cheers and have a good day.